The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldogs football is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Schaefer Stadium in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Happy homecoming, Ottumwa. Your Bulldogs are back home looking for their third win in a row as they take on the Marshalltown Bobcats. Ottumwa comes in at 2-2 on the season. Head coach Brian Goodman now in his fifth season. His career record here at Ottumwa 10-28. Ottumwa's gotten off to a good start 2 weeks in a row, opening up 14-0 leads on both Lincoln and Oskaloosa. The Bulldogs never really let Lincoln back into the game 2 weeks ago, but last Friday was a different story as Oski rallied from 13 down in the second half against a tiring Ottumwa squad to claim the lead and apparently the victory. Then the Bulldogs pulled a miracle comeback out of thin air, driving over 50 yards with no timeouts in less than 25 seconds and leaving just enough time for Joel Hallgren to nail a 24-yard field goal, giving Ottumwa the 30-28 win. OHS, as we mentioned, now sits at 2-2. They probably feel like they should be at least 3-1, maybe even 4-0. The Bulldogs did not play their best game in the opener at Keokuk, and while they were an even match for Des Moines Roosevelt in week 2, they were felled in that game by a few critical mistakes. Ottumwa still has some mistakes to clean up. The number of penalties in particular against Oski last week was unacceptable, but the Bulldogs are certainly headed in the right direction. If they can handle a Marshalltown team that has looked lost for the first half of this season, OHS can leave tonight with a record on the right side of 500. As for Marshalltown, under their head coach Adam Goodman in his seventh season, a record of 22-35, the Bobcats are 0-4 this year, and the prodigal son returns. Father versus son, part 4. Pick whatever title you like as Adam Goodman once again returns to the place he once played to once again lead his Bobcats against his father and his former school. Marshalltown has almost always fielded solid teams under the younger Goodman, usually right around the 4 or 5 win mark. This season is different, however. The Bobcats no longer have the quarterback who led them a year ago and lost both their top rusher and their 5 top tacklers to graduation. The results have not been pretty. They've only scored 24 points in 4 games. They got just a field goal in the opener against Mason City. They did score 3 touchdowns in their loss to Davenport North. Marshalltown has been shut out twice, once by Newton last week, and shockingly, Cedar Rapids Jefferson shut them out 40-0 in week 2. Now, to be fair, Jefferson, who hadn't won a game in 3 years, has started this season 4-0, so Marshalltown did have some misfortune in running into a much-improved Cedar Rapids Jefferson team. The Bobcats this season changed starting quarterbacks after 2 games, and while sophomore Jacob Hayes has been better after replacing junior Xavion Anderson, it hasn't been enough to turn the tide thus far. The Marshalltown defense has allowed 38 points per game, and in the one game where they faced a run-heavy offense, Davenport North gashed them for 302 rushing yards. Ottumwa hopes and maybe expects similar results tonight. We're just getting started on the Bulldog pregame show, but one thing before we go to break that we want to mention as part of the homecoming festivities, Ottumwa tonight is honoring the 2023 inductees into the Ottumwa Athletics Hall of Fame. Those inductees are as follows: legendary softball coach Frank Houston, former star athlete Zach Thomas, Kevin Lewis, David Wildbrenner, Kelly Udi Famali, Tracy Fitzsimmons, Jesse Biggs, and my good friend, former Ottumwa star athlete, coach, and athletic director, Mike Egbert. Congratulations to the Ottumwa Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2023. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and when we return on the Bulldog pregame show, we'll tell you about the last time Ottumwa and Marshalltown met and why Ottumwa's elder Goodman is hoping for a little bit of revenge against Marshalltown's younger Goodman. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
A lot of things in this world just don't make sense. Like why we drive on a parkway, but park in a driveway? It's just not logical. And when it comes to something as important as your vehicle, you need things to make sense. You can rely on Jonathan and the crew at Vice Transmission on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa. They're the logical choice for transmissions, but they also do brakes, tune-ups, mechanical repair, and more. The next time you need maintenance, transmission, or auto repairs done, contact Vice Transmission. They are more than a transmission shop.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Center Mall, Oskaloosa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Homecoming tonight here at Schaefer Stadium on Tom Kapatich Field as the Bulldogs welcome Marshalltown. The last time these two teams met was September 25th of 2020, a game that Marshalltown won 42-21. The Goodvins, Brian Goodvin for Ottumwa, Adam Goodvin for Marshalltown, went head-to-head 3 seasons in a row from 2018 to 2020, with Marshalltown and the younger Goodvin prevailing each time. That last meeting in the pandemic year of 2020 saw the two teams tied at halftime at 21 before the Bobcats scored 21 unanswered points in the second half. Ottumwa hasn't beaten Marshalltown since 2015, a win which actually gave the Bulldogs 3 straight wins in the series. We'll talk a little bit more about that game a little while later in the pregame show. OHS is trying to end the Bobcats' 3-game series win streak here tonight. They're still introducing the 2023 class of the Ottumwa Athletics Hall of Fame down on the field. Right now we'll take another 3-minute timeout and return with a little bit more on last week's game-winning field goal that pushed Ottumwa past Oskaloosa. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Opula with Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? You don't really want to cook? Stop in and see us. We are known for the best pizza in Southeast Iowa. Enjoy a mouth-watering steak or an awesome tenderloin. We also have salads, pasta, chicken and fish, and of course, amazing Greek food. Call ahead for carryout. Our full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you for making us your favorite restaurant. We look forward to serving you at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Opa!
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's time to bring your vehicle into Gordy's Auto on Madison Avenue. Let Steve or one of his certified mechanics diagnose your car or truck's problems and get you back on the road. Just because your car started this morning doesn't mean it's not time for a checkup. Let them change the oil or perform other preventative maintenance to keep your vehicle running smooth. Stop in and see Steve at Gordy's on Madison Avenue, just before the Rock and Roll Dairy Bar. Call for an appointment and like him on Facebook.
A-Plus Services Plumbing and HVAC takes care of your home. A-Plus Services offers multiple services under one roof. They offer residential and commercial installation of plumbing, heating, and air conditioning units in Ottumwa, Fairfield, and the surrounding areas. From new construction to replacement of your existing unit, A-Plus Services can help. Ask them about available financing options. Contact A-Plus Services for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning installation services. Se habla español, your authorized local York dealer.
At Five Hogs Barbecue, our journey began with a group of folks who simply love to barbecue, a path that persists with the belief that our ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and chicken should be just as delightful to order as they are to savor. And as far as we're concerned, it's a journey with no end in sight, except the vision of a barbecue spot that's always striving to do better. Join Five Hogs Barbecue Thursday through Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. in the old Smoke and Bones building on 73rd Street in Agency. Like us on Facebook and message us to cater your next event. Come get you some goodness.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs getting ready to take on Marshalltown on homecoming tonight. Apologies, having a bit of a router issue here in the pregame show with the live video stream. If you flipped over to the radio broadcast, we'll try to get that cleared up before we get to the opening kickoff. Now, any kind of score on the final play to win a football game is dramatic, since it just doesn't happen very often. When Joel Holgren booted his field goal at the gun to beat Oskaloosa last week, he became just the third Ottumwa kicker in the past 8 years to win a game with a field goal on the game's final play. 4 years ago in 2019, Jose Yepes drilled a kick from 26 yards out to complete a fourth-quarter comeback and stun Des Moines East 37-34 here at Schaefer Stadium. 4 years before that, in 2015, Ottumwa was on the road and trailing at Marshalltown with time running out. Kane Brumbaugh stepped up to nail a 35-yard field goal with all zeros on the clock, handing the Bulldogs a 20-18 win, which is their last win in this series to date. So Ottumwa trying to get its first win tonight over Marshalltown since we won on that low-scoring defensive battle of an evening 8 years ago up in Marshalltown. And if you remember that game, I remember it pretty well. Ottumwa actually was lining up for about a 50-yard field goal to try to win the game. The kick was blocked, but Marshalltown was called for leaping over the snapper to try to block the kick, which is a personal foul. And it was something they'd been doing repeatedly on kick attempts throughout the game. Ottumwa had been alerting the officials. The officials called it on that play. That gave Brumbaugh a second chance from 35 yards out, and he did not miss. And Ottumwa, that put them at 3-0 at that point. The season went a little sideways from there. We finished at 4-5, but that was also the last time the Bulldogs won 4 games in a season until last season. Ottumwa at 2-2, hoping to get to 3-2 tonight and have at least another 4-win season. And who knows, we've got Marshalltown tonight. Bulldogs think they have a good chance to win this one. Going to be tough on the road the next 2 weeks, or at Ames, at Waukee Northwest. We'll wrap up the home portion of the season against Des Moines East. That should be a winnable game. And then we go back to Waterloo West, where we ended last season in a toss-up of a contest, and that could be another toss-up this year. Could Ottumwa get to 5 wins this year? Could they pull a road upset at Ames or Waukee Northwest and find themselves pushing for a playoff spot? Maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here, but the Bulldogs at least going in the right direction, having won their last 2. All right, we'll take another 3-minute timeout here on the pregame show. We still have about 16 minutes until we kick this game off tonight. By the way, the freshman game was a good back-and-forth contest tonight between Ottumwa and Marshalltown, and the Bulldogs won it over the Bobcats 28-22. So congratulations to the Ottumwa freshman team. All right, we'll take 3 minutes, come back and compare the tale of the tape, the statistical breakdown of Ottumwa and Marshalltown. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hey, do you have free checking that pays you? Kasasa is free checking that pays you with real cash rewards. It's more money in your account every month you qualify. And more freedom to access ATMs anywhere. It's powerful checking for more powerful moments.
Take back banking with Iowa State Bank.
Hey guys, this is Jackie at Uncle Buck's on Church Street, Ottumwa. When folks want a great atmosphere and a wide selection on their menu, they come to Uncle Buck's. It's Ottumwa's most diverse bar and grill. Our team works tirelessly to ensure you're treated to delightful meals, refreshing drinks, and conversation. Where else can you dine more, enjoy more, and get more? Nate and I invite you to come experience Uncle Buck's for yourself. Join us for karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Like and follow us on Facebook to see our daily specials. Uncle Buck's, located on Church Street, Ottumwa, next to Yesway.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Homecoming for the Bulldogs here at Schaefer Stadium, taking on Marshalltown. Let's break this game down statistically. Ottumwa 2-2, Marshalltown 0-4. Now, neither team does a lot through the air per game. Ottumwa 87 and change passing yards per game. Marshalltown 85 and change. So it seems similar, but Marshalltown has twice as many pass attempts as Ottumwa does. So the Bulldogs have averaged about the same amount of yardage with a lot better efficiency through the air than the Bobcats have. Rushing, Ottumwa's been really good on the ground through 4 games. 236.5 rushing yards a game. Marshalltown does 89.5 rushing yards a game. So total offense per game, Ottumwa 323.75 yards per game. That is one of the better marks I've seen for Ottumwa in the past 10 years. Marshalltown at just 175 and change in terms of offense per game. Defensively, the Bulldogs are giving up 141 passing yards and about 126 rushing yards a game, so about 267 yards per game allowed by Ottumwa. That's not bad, not great, but not bad. Marshalltown's giving up 138 and change passing, giving up nearly 195 yards on the ground per game, and Marshalltown allows 333 total yards per game. That ranks in the bottom quadrant of Class 5A. Turnover margin also very important. The Bulldogs are +2 in the turnover department through 4 games. It's not great, but it's better than being negative. Marshalltown -5 in the turnover margin through their first 4 games. So statistically, Ottumwa's been the better team. That bears out in the record. It doesn't matter for tonight. Ottumwa hopes it does. The Bulldogs want to establish the run, control the clock. They'd love to do what Davenport North did to Marshalltown, to pile up over 300 yards of rushing, not really even worry about the passing game, get a big lead, force Marshalltown into being one-dimensional, and just kind of pile on the points. That's a plan for tonight. Will it work? We'll find out starting in about 10 or 12 minutes. Right now we'll take another 3-minute timeout. Come back with the out-of-town scoreboard on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers, as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
Most of us realize what this sound means. It means your vehicle needs repairs. This is David Rowland, owner of Resurrections Paint and Body, and we can repair and put your vehicle back together looking good as new. We are located in the Old Covenant Paint and Body building on Richmond Avenue. We do collision, dent repair, vehicle restoration, in addition to liquid spray wraps and more. Stop by our shop at 504 Richmond Avenue in Ottumwa for a free estimate. Choose Resurrections Paint and Body for all your auto body and painting needs.
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen, with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmer's delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, coworkers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
A lot of things in this world just don't make sense. Like why we drive on a parkway, but park in a driveway? It's just not logical. And when it comes to something as important as your vehicle, you need things to make sense. You can rely on Jonathan and the crew at Vice Transmission on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa. They're the logical choice for transmissions, but they also do brakes, tune-ups, mechanical repair, and more. The next time you need maintenance, transmission, or auto repairs done, contact Vice Transmission. They are more than a transmission shop.
What can be better than getting 2 things under one roof? Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and the Candy Caboose, located at 226 West Main Street in Ottumwa. Try something from our fresh, made-in-house menu of soups, sides, sandwiches, and more. Short on time? Call in an order to go. Walk right down the hall and get your sweet tooth fix at the Candy Caboose. Delicious old-school candy. Your purchase helps our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and Candy Caboose.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Insane Motors on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa is a motorcycle and ATV store offering reasonable prices on parts and accessories. Specializing in V-twins, but also all makes and models of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. A great gift idea, no matter the occasion, for the rider in your life. Stop in, call to order, and they can drop ship nearly anywhere. Call and speak with Alan for all your questions, or to get your repairs scheduled. Insane Motors, where it's all about the ride.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Bulldogs in Marshalltown on homecoming night in Ottumwa. Elsewhere tonight, the other area schools and their games going on tonight. Davis County's at home facing Mid-Prairie. Van Buren traveling to the Louisa-Muscatine. Pekin welcoming Lisbon tonight. Cardinal at home takes on Colfax Mingo. Albia at home as well. They face Central Lee. Centerville is at home taking on Sheraton. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont hits the road to face Pella Christian. Fairfield travels to Benton tonight. Moravia is at home. They take on Twin Cedars. Oskaloosa travels to Clear Creek, Amana, and Sigourney Keota is on the road at Pleasantville. All of those schools are in district action tonight. Class 5A, the only one that doesn't depend on districts to determine making the playoffs. And start hearing the crowd below me here at Schaefer Stadium to make some noise. We are awaiting the arrival of your Ottumwa Bulldogs onto the field ahead of tonight's homecoming game against Marshalltown. And the Bulldogs for this homecoming, they are walking below us. Can't see it on the video because we can't tilt the camera down that low, but the Bulldogs are walking through the bleachers getting cheered on by the fans. They'll head down from the clubhouse up on the hill, that Clement Fieldhouse that they call home. They'll head down to the south end, make their way through the tunnel and onto the field, and get ready to take on Marshalltown. We will take one more 3-minute timeout, come back, get you the starting lineups, and then get you the opening kickoff on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
A-Plus Services Plumbing and HVAC takes care of your home. A-Plus Services offers multiple services under one roof. They offer residential and commercial installation of plumbing, heating, and air conditioning units in Ottumwa, Fairfield, and the surrounding areas. From new construction to replacement of your existing unit, A-Plus Services can help. Ask them about available financing options. Contact A-Plus Services for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning installation services. Se habla español, your authorized local York dealer.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's time to bring your vehicle into Gordy's Auto on Madison Avenue. Let Steve or one of his certified mechanics diagnose your car or truck's problems and get you back on the road. Just because your car started this morning doesn't mean it's not time for a checkup. Let them change the oil or perform other preventative maintenance to keep your vehicle running smooth. Stop in and see Steve at Gordy's on Madison Avenue, just before the Rock and Roll Dairy Bar. Call for an appointment and like him on Facebook.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Hey, do you have free checking that pays you? Kasasa is free checking that pays you with real cash rewards. It's more money in your account every month you qualify. And more freedom to access ATMs anywhere. It's powerful checking for more powerful moments.
Take back banking with Iowa State Bank.
At Five Hogs Barbecue, our journey began with a group of folks who simply love to barbecue, a path that persists with the belief that our ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and chicken should be just as delightful to order as they are to savor. And as far as we're concerned, it's a journey with no end in sight, except the vision of a barbecue spot that's always striving to do better. Join Five Hogs Barbecue Thursday through Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. in the old Smoke and Bones building on 73rd Street in Agency. Like us on Facebook and message us to cater your next event. Come get you some goodness.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium tonight. Andy Argo, the onside video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios, Ottumwa and Marshalltown. Quickly, starting lineups. Ottumwa offense, John Harden at left tackle, Braden Larkin at left guard, Brian Coulter the center, Roman Laux at right guard, Dane Denner the right tackle, Matt Mitchell the quarterback, 349 passing yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. The halfbacks, Kobe Chantalavon, 320 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Brandon Flattery, 5 carries for 51 yards. Brandon Heminger has his left foot in a walking boot. He is out tonight. The fullback, Cam Maneri, 412 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. The tight end, Braylon Griffiths, 2 catches, 84 yards and a touchdown. Braylon back after missing last week. Javen Rominger, the wide receiver, 12 catches, 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. Marshalltown offense. Left tackle, Jackson Hinkle. Left guard, Michael Narvez. Center, Max Reed. Right guard, Talon French. Right tackle, Caden Ainsworth. The quarterback, Jacob Hayes, 6'1", 175, a sophomore. The starting running back, Tate Riang, 5'10", 175, a senior. The fullback, Davis Ragland, 6', 200, a junior. The wingback, Caleb Cusaro, 5'9", 160, a senior. The wide receivers, Corey Smith, 6 feet, 175, a senior. Trayshawn Brooks, 6 feet, 165, a senior. Brooks is their biggest offensive threat. 11 catches, 194 yards, and 2 touchdowns. While I was reading the offense, I didn't see who won the toss. Ottumwa is kicking off. If the Bulldogs won the toss, they would choose to defer, so I'm guessing Ottumwa won the toss. And it will be Joel Hallgren to kick it away for OHS. Back deep to receive for Marshalltown are Trayshawn Brooks and Tate Riang. Brooks averaging 24 yards per kick return. We're ready to go on homecoming night. Ball on the left hash for the left-footed kicker, Hallgren. His field goal is the last play of last week's game. His kickoff, the first play of tonight. The ball is in the air, high, end over end, and it'll be taken on a bounce at the 5 by Brooks up the right side of the 10 to the 15, outside of the 20, and ushered out of bounds by Parker Derby at about the 23-yard line. Good special teams play by Parker Derby. And Marshalltown takes over first down and 10, 11:55 on the clock here in the opening quarter. Bulldog football brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. Marshalltown starting from its own 23. Jacob Hayes, the quarterback. He came on in relief in their second game of Xavion Henderson, and he's remained the starter. This will be his third start. Marshalltown lines up with a full house backfield. Hayes in the pistol gets a snap, hands it off, trying to get outside, and throwing it is Henderson, a trick play, and it's caught behind everybody is Corey Smith, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown on the game's first play, and there are no flags. Marshalltown handed off to Xavion Henderson, who was in there as a running back. He started the season at quarterback. He threw it down the right side. Corey Smith was wide open, nobody within 10 yards of him, and Marshalltown starts the game with a 77-yard touchdown play. Only their 4th touchdown all season. For Corey Smith, that's his 5th reception, his 2nd touchdown. He only had 12 yards receiving before he put 77 on the board there. Marshalltown spreads it out wide as if they're going to run a 2-point conversion, kind of like what Ottumwa does, and now they'll line it up conventionally. Lewis Monge Jr. is their place kicker. Anderson the holder. Corey Smith the long snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. 7-0 Marshalltown. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
At Line-X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line-X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line-X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line-X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line-X of Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Javen Rominger takes the kickoff, trying to get outside of the right. Pardon me. I think that's Kobe Chantalavan, and he's chopped down shy of the 20, and Kobe is still down. Chantalavan writhing in pain at the 17-yard line. Marshalltown scoring drive, one play, 77 yards. The pass from Anderson to Smith. 7-0 Marshalltown. They scored the touchdown with 11:40 to go in the first quarter, but now Chantalavan is down and in pain after returning that kickoff. Ottumwa was already down one of its starting halfbacks with Brandon Heminger sidelined for tonight. And they can ill afford to lose Chantalavan, who's been their most explosive runner. And right now the trainers are looking at what appears to be his left leg. Well, we hope he's okay. It'll be Ottumwa 1st down and 10. Again, having some stream issues here, trying to get that resolved. Annie and Kyle, let's take a 30-second injury timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
First down and 10 after the injury timeout. Handoff to Cam Maneri, the fullback, and he goes nowhere.
Stop by number 18, Davis Ragland. Gain of 1.
Davis Ragland credited with the stop, a 1-yard gain for Maneri, 2nd down and 9. Chantalavan, injured on the kickoff, had to be helped off, couldn't put any weight on his left foot. That does not look good for Ottumwa. That means Brandon Flattery and Caden Hubble are your wingbacks. And an option play, pitch it out to Hubble, and he's hit in the backfield, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Slow developing play, and the stop made by Caleb Kusero.
Brandon Flattery on the carry. Stop at number 4, Caleb Kusero.
And they say that was Flattery and not Hubble.
3rd and 11, Bulldogs.
Loss of 1, 3rd and 10. Well, one reason Ottumwa stumbled last week when they had the lead in the second half was they had players coming up cramping and weren't on the field. Chantalavan and Javen Rominger both missed time. Now Chantalavan, well, he's limping around on the sideline. He wants to get back in. Inside counter and finding a little room is Flattery, but not enough for a first down. He's out to the 25, 2 yards shy. It's a run of 8. And it is 4th down, Ottumwa.
Flattery on the carry, stop by number 84, Johan Gomez.
So it's 4th down, and the question is who punts for Ottumwa here? Chantalavan's the punter. And it'll be Joel Hallgren, the place kicker, to go back into punt formation.
Joel Hallgren set the punt for Ottumwa.
Trayshawn Brooks is deep for Marshalltown. Now, he has not returned a punt yet this year. Laid onto the field, Rasha Pope on as a gunner on the left side for Ottumwa. Good snap. Hallgren left-footed. Got it off end over end. Pretty good punt. It's going to land and take an Ottumwa bounce. Rolling inside the Marshalltown 40, and it will stop at about the 38-yard line. It's a good job by Hallgren in an emergency roll there, getting that punt off. And that's where Marshalltown takes over, 1st down and 10. 9:32 remaining in the first quarter. Ottumwa trailing 7-0. Bulldog football brought to you by Bridge City Realty, your Ottumwa and surrounding area real estate pros for buying or selling property. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. Check that. Apparently there was a penalty on the play.
Illegal procedure on Ottumwa.
Procedure called on Ottumwa, so Marshalltown's going to make the Bulldogs kick it again.
After the penalty, it's 4th and 8. Ottumwa will re-punt.
So Ottumwa's got to get that punt unit back out there. I don't know if anybody on either side knew for a while there that there'd been a penalty called. So Hallgren will have to try it again. Good snap. And the kick is blocked. And Marshalltown picks it up, and they're going to score again. Picking it up and running it in, Johan Gomez.
Gomez for a Marshalltown touchdown.
I didn't see who blocked it, but it was Gomez who picked it up and ran it about 10 yards for a touchdown. And this is a nightmare start for Ottumwa. Louis Monge on again for the extra point, left-footed kicker. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, kick is good. 14-0 Marshalltown. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
I'm Kyle with Kyle Hobbs Allstate Insurance. Our Allstate office has been serving this community for 25 plus years. In our office, we focus on what matters the most, and that's you as the customer. I have a fully licensed team who focuses on what truly matters in finding you the best insurance coverage to fit your family's ever-changing needs. Not only will we help you explore your options, but we help you explain the details of your policy so that you understand your coverage. Remember, you're in good hands with Kyle Hobbs Allstate.
Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream, although we are still working to fix the router issues we're having on the stream. Marshalltown went to kick off, but a flag flies, and they are called for being offside on the kickoff, so they'll have to kick it off back from the 35. Marshalltown leading 14-0. They've had a 77-yard touchdown pass on a trick play, and then they've returned a blocked punt for a score. Kobe Chantalavan still being worked on the sideline by the trainer. Javen Rominger is back deep, as is Chance Egbert for Ottumwa. Monge's kick is end over end, and it'll be taken by Rominger at the 5. Heads to the right to the 10, outside of the 15, past the 20, and he is tackled across the 20 out towards the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. And that's where Ottumwa will take over first down and 10, 9:19 to go in the opening quarter. Dogs need to find a reply here, trailing 14-0. And they give Rominger the 25, so that's where Ottumwa will start. And Chantalavan is on the field. Boy, when they helped him off and he could put no weight on that left foot, I thought he might be done for the night, but there he is. He only missed one offensive series after being injured, receiving the first Marshalltown kickoff. Matt Mitchell under center. Haven't had a chance to talk about him much yet. Chantalavan in motion. It's a give to Maneri, and he's going to back his way for a few yards, spinning off that first tackle. Did they give him the 28 or just the 27? Just the 27, gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at Ottumwa.
Marshalltown has had teams run all over them this season, but here in the early going, the Bulldog offensive line has not really been able to establish anything. Chantalavan in motion. Mitchell back to pass. Deep down the middle for Rominger. Off his fingertips at midfield. If he catches it, he's gone. Rominger had the defenders beat on the play. Both cornerbacks, Trayshawn Brooks and Rogelio Sarin. But the pass just off the fingertips, and it's third down and 8. That's the post pattern that won the game essentially for Ottumwa last week. They hit 2 posts in a row to Rominger to go from their own 45 down to the Oskaloosa 2 in essentially 2 plays with the spike in between. And they were able to get the game-winning field goal. Third down and 8. Ottumwa's got 2 wide left, a single wing back left. They'll swing it out to Rominger. He makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Can he get away from a third? Not quite. He's spun down and out of bounds by the middle linebacker, Davis Ragland. Beat that guy and you got a first down, but it is fourth down. Rominger down at the 32-yard line, a gain of 5. And here comes the punt unit. And again, Hallgren is going into punt, even though Chantalavan was able to play offense. Nope, Chantalavan now is going to punt. He told Hallgren, I got this. Brooks again back deep for Marshalltown. Kobe gets it away low, end over end. It's going to take a bit of an Ottumwa bounce and go out at the Marshalltown 43. Don't see any flags this time, so Marshalltown will have its second offensive possession starting at 8:18 to go in the first quarter. First and 10 at their own 43. They lead Ottumwa 14-0. Ball on the left hash. Marshalltown in the white jerseys. Red and navy stripes on the shoulders. Navy numbers front and back. White pants, white helmets with the Marshalltown logo. Ottumwa red jerseys and red pants. White lettering, white numbers. White helmet, red O on the red stripe. Man in motion on first down. Hayes back to pass. Lobs a screen and it is bobbled at incomplete. Intended for Tate Riang, the running back. And if he catches it, he would have gotten blown up by Braylon Griffiths. Second down and 10. Jacob Hayes, pretty good sized quarterback. They list him at 6'1", 175. He looks a little stronger than that. Not much of a running threat, 14 carries, 16 yards, and that does include sacks. Wideouts to either side, wingbacks to either side, and then Hayes in a pistol with the running back Riang behind him. Second down and 10. Back to pass. Heavy rush. Hit. And he will be sacked by Tyler Schaus. Back inside the 40 at the 35-yard line. Loss of 8 on the play. Schaus gets his first sack of the season. Third down and 18, and that's the kind of play Ottumwa needs to maybe get that spirit going a little bit after falling behind by 2 quick scores. See how aggressive Marshalltown wants to be. Third down and 18. Ottumwa showing a full-out blitz here. Hayes with the hard count. Ottumwa they flinched, but they didn't go into the neutral zone. Now the snap. Hayes back to pass. Quick out to the right. It is caught. And trying to get outside, Corey Smith caught the touchdown. He does get to the edge, but he's well short of a first down as Rominger runs him out of bounds at the Marshalltown 47-yard line, a gain of 12. But it is fourth down.
Jacob Hayes' pass is complete to number 17, Corey Smith. Ran out of bounds by number
Marshalltown looks like they want to go for it. I mean, why not? As poorly as their season's gone, 0-4, no games close. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down and 8. At least they're going to act like they want to go for it. Bulldogs stay in their defensive formation. Jacob Hayes with Riang, the running back, on his left hip. And now Marshalltown calls timeout. 7:24 to go in the first quarter. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
A lot of things in this world just don't make sense. Like why we drive on a parkway, but park in a driveway? It's just not logical. And when it comes to something as important as your vehicle, you need things to make sense. You can rely on Jonathan and the crew at Vice Transmission on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa. They're the logical choice for transmissions, but they also do brakes, tune-ups, mechanical repair, and more. The next time you need maintenance, transmission, or auto repairs done, contact Vice Transmission. They are more than a transmission shop.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Marshalltown now has the punt team on fourth down and 7 from their own 46. Rominger back deep to receive. Johan Gomez is the punter. This will be his first punt of the season. And he gets away a high short kick off the side of his foot. That is going to land out of bounds right around the Ottumwa 35-yard line. Gomez is the third punter they tried this year. Corey Smith and Caleb Kusero had shared punting duties earlier in the year. And Ottumwa will have pretty good field position here. 7:18 to go in the quarter. Trailing 14-0, but break one big play, and you're right back in this game. First and 10 Ottumwa at their own 37-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Jamin Rominger wide right, the only wide receiver. Wing backs either side of Mitchell. Maneri the fullback. Chantalavan in motion. Pitch it out to him right side. Trying to get to the edge. Giving ground. And he's going to be swarmed under for a loss. Pretty big loss at that.
Chantalavan on the carry. Brought down by number 84, Johan Gomez.
Boy, I don't know. Kobe injured his ankle returning a kickoff earlier in this quarter. He's marked all the way back at 35, a loss at the 35, a loss of 7. I know he's your speed guy on those pitches, but if he's compromised, that might not be a play that's going to work with him carrying it. We'll see. Marshalltown strung it out well. Second down and 17. Wide out to either side now. Chance Egbert in the game. Back to pass is Mitchell. Backing up, lobs a screen pass to Chantalavan, and that loses more yardage. Ottumwa going the wrong direction right now. Davis, there's a flag down as well, and we've got a procedure penalty on Ottumwa. I imagine they'll decline that. Ball's marked at the 31, a loss of 4, and make it third down and 21.
Ball start on the play. Penalty is declined by Marshalltown. Brings up third and long Ottumwa.
Boy, what do you do on third down and 21? Chance Egbert's wide right, wide side of the field, and Rominger wide left. Mitchell under center. Gets a snap, he's back to pass, has time. Now has to scramble out to his right, looking downfield. Egbert calling for the ball. Mitchell's going to try to run it. He's got the sideline, the 40, and he's shoved out of bounds. He got a lot of it back, but he needed to get all the way into Marshalltown territory, and he didn't get there. They will mark him at the 46. That's a 15-yard run for Matt Mitchell. But it's still fourth down and 6. And Chantalavan back to punt.
Chantalvon set the punt for Ottumwa.
Trayshawn Brooks back for Marshalltown. I'd expect Chantalvon again to kind of run a few steps to his right and avoid the rush here, which he does. A low end-over-end kick. Brooks waits for a bounce and lets it go, and that's a good move for Ottumwa, as that's going to roll inside the 20 and be downed at about the 15-yard line by Parker Derby. 5:54 to go first quarter. Marshalltown with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Bobcats still lead at 14-0. Remember, Marshalltown started first play from scrimmage with a trick play, halfback pass touchdown. Then after Ottumwa went 3 and out and had a penalty on their first punt, the second try, Marshalltown blocked the punt, ran that in for a score. Since then, we've had nothing but an exchange of punts. Full house backfield. Hayes in the pistol on 1st down. It's a handoff to Riang, and he's going nowhere. Met in the backfield and dropped. Trying to see who that first Bulldog in there was. That's Trey Brown. Trey Brown getting his first start of the year at defensive end, and he'll get a tackle for loss.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11, Marshalltown.
2nd down and 11. Trey Brown, who's already made his name with Ottumwa as a basketball standout, just got his first tackle for loss in football. 2 wide right, 1 to the left, pistol in the backfield on 2nd down and 11. Hayes rolling out to his right, looking to throw, and to the sideline it's caught, but only for a minimal gain by Corey Smith, as he maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage before Schaus ushered him out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Hayes' pass is complete to number 17, Corey Smith. Brought down number 18,
That's Smith's 3rd catch. He had the long touchdown catch. So he's got 3 catches for 90 yards by my count. 3rd down and 10, Marshalltown from their own 15. Smith wide left. Slot man is Caleb Kusero. They've got a wide out to the right as well. That's Trayshawn Brooks. And it's a reverse to Brooks coming around the left side, and he's got blockers, and he accelerates 35-40. He's into the clear. Rominger trying to run him down to the 40, 35-30. Rominger's going to catch him from behind and pull him down inside the 20. Ottumwa got suckered in. They handed it to Xavion Anderson, who then handed it right back to Brooks on the reverse. And Ottumwa just didn't recognize the flow of the play. $67-yard run for Trayshawn Brooks, who came into this game with 67 yards rushing. He just doubled his total. Boy, Marshalltown pulling out all the tricks, and Ottumwa asleep at the wheel again. 1st and 10, Marshalltown from the Ottumwa 18, handoff up the middle is Anderson. He's got a hole inside the 15 and chopped down inside the 10. But he's got a 1st down to the 8, a gain of 11. Rominger had to make the stop, and
1st and goal, Marshalltown at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Marshalltown. They mark it down at the 7, so a gain of 12. And Ottumwa 7 more yards away from being down 3 scores in the first quarter to a team that's 0-4. Bobcats go 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation. Slot man in motion. Hayes will hand it off, and Trey Brown breaks through and tackles the running back for a loss. I think that's Anderson again. It is.
Xavion Anderson on the carry, stop at number 87, Trey Brown.
They will officially call that no gain on the play, so 2nd and goal from the 7.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second good play Trey's made on this drive from that left defensive end spot. Wide outs either side, slot man to the left as well. Hayes with the snap, looking left, throws it left, overthrown and incomplete. Intended for Caleb Kusero, and the coverage on the play provided by Tyler Schaus. Be a small victory here for Ottumwa to hold Marshalltown to a field goal try. 3rd and goal from the 7. Ball about 5 yards inside the left hash. Corey Smith goes wide right. Brooks is wide left. Hayes in the pistol. Back to pass, looking left, now looks to run, steps back, he's in trouble, throws it incomplete. There's their receiver in the area. That was well behind the line of scrimmage, but they're saying Tate Riang was in the area, so it's just incomplete, and it's 4th down. Good pressure by Ottumwa. And we'll see Lewis Monge on to attempt a field goal here, I would believe. Monge is 1 for 1 on field goal tries this year. He's hit a 27-yarder. This will be a little bit shorter for the left-footed kicker.
Number 82, Lewis Mong, on to attempt a field goal.
24-yard try from, again, about 5 yards inside the left hash. For a left-footed kicker, this should be natural. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 17-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Good with 3:02 left to go in the first quarter.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Marshalltown scoring drive, 8 plays, 78 yards, 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Lewis Monge, a 24-yard field goal, 17-0 Marshalltown, and the kickoff from Monge goes into the end zone for a touchback. And Ottumwa will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20, 3:02 to go first quarter. This has been a first quarter that will not end.
Mong's kick goes into the end zone. Ottumwa takes over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20 for the Bulldogs here, trying to find a way to work their way back into this game. Ottumwa's 3 previous drives have ended in punts, one of which was blocked in return for a score. Mitchell under center on 1st down. Give to Maneri. Got shoved backwards and outside, and he loses yardage. Man, Ottumwa cannot block for the running game right now. Maneri loses a yard, 2nd down and 11. Ottumwa keeps going the wrong way on 1st and 2nd down.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11 Ottumwa.
Ball on the right hash on the 19-yard line. Bulldogs come to the line with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Rominger goes to the short side of the field, wide right. Mitchell back to pass. Deep center for Rominger. Contact on the play, no flag. Well, it looked like the defender had his hands on Rominger before he went up for that ball, but no flag, and it's incomplete. Now, there's no such thing in high school football as uncatchable. If a guy's interfered with, it's pass interference, and you can't wave it off by saying it was uncatchable. Ball was a little bit overthrown, but I thought Rominger got interfered with. No call. 3rd down and 11. Too wide to the left. Mitchell back to pass. Pumps under heavy pressure, trying to get away, and he will not. He'll be sacked back at the 10-yard line. And another 3 and out for Ottumwa. We don't have a 1st down yet.
Brings up 4th and long Ottumwa.
Well, how do they justify putting that? Okay, they marked it, at the 13. How do they justify the 13 unless, well, it's a loss of 6.
Number 3, Trayshawn Brooks, the return for Marshalltown.
Chantalavan on to punt. And there's a good chance Marshalltown will get this ball into Ottumwa territory. Good snap. Kobe gets it off. Kind of a sidewinder, big bounce. Brooks has it at the Ottumwa 44, trying to get right. Good job by Rominger to corral him. Then the rest of the Bulldogs cover him up.
On the return stop by number 1, Jaden Rominger, and number 10, Joe Gravy.
Joe Gravy in on the stop as well, and they will mark it at the Ottumwa 41. Marshalltown takes over in Ottumwa territory. Minute 22 to go in the opening quarter. Bulldogs trail 17-0.
Our speaker system is not working properly tonight. We understand, but we apologize for that issue.
Joe Gravy is going to come on defensively to play safety for this play. Jacob Hayes, the quarterback, back to pass. Nope, it was a direct snap to Tate Riang, the running back, and he found some room up the middle. Down to the Ottumwa 33-yard line, a gain of 8.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2, Marshalltown.
Boy, we've had a halfback pass, we've had a reverse, now we have a direct snap to the halfback. Marshalltown pulling all their trick plays out early, and they lead by 17. 3 wide right, 1 left on 2nd and 2. Hayes back to pass, looking left the whole way, throws on the slant, tipped and incomplete. Went off the hands of Trayshawn Brooks, and 3 red jerseys in the area. Nobody could get to it. Well, if that ball hangs in the air a second longer, I think Joe Gravy grabs it, and then he would have had green turf and a convoy in front of him going up the other way. Boy, that was close to being the break that someone needs to get back in this game. 3rd down and 2. Riang, the running back, at the hip of Hayes on his left side. Hard count. Nobody moves. There's a direct snap again to Riang. He's hit and taken down near the marker. Great read on the play by Dylan Forney. But they still say he got enough for the first down. Down to the 31.
Dylan Forney for a short gain.
I'm surprised that didn't get measured. I feel like that's a bit of a generous spot, too. Again, apologies to those of you wondering what's happening to the stream. We are just having all sorts of internet issues here in the press box tonight. We are recording the game, so even if the streaming problems continue, we'll have a replay of the game available over the weekend on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube page. That's the end of the first quarter. They blow a whistle here. There's still 0.7 of a second left on the clock, even though the teams are headed to the sidelines. Is there a timeout called here? The officials are three officials are converging. Adam Goodman, the Marshalltown coach, is talking to one of the officials. Now they're going to wind the clock, and that's the end of the quarter. Ottumwa down 17-0. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, do you have free checking that pays you? Kasasa is free checking that pays you with real cash rewards. It's more money in your account every month you qualify. And more freedom to access ATMs anywhere. It's powerful checking for more powerful moments.
Take back banking with Iowa State Bank.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Marshalltown 1st and 10 from the Ottumwa 31. Man in motion, hand up the middle, huge hole, Tate Riang to the left, and he's gone. 10-5 touchdown. No resistance from the Ottumwa defense right there. They brought the big tight end, Johan Gomez, in as an extra blocker inside, but Ottumwa just parted the Red Sea there. And Riang with a 31-yard touchdown run. That's Marshalltown's first rushing touchdown of the season. And they are dominating Ottumwa right now. 11:54 to go until halftime. Lewis Monge on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick up, kick good. 24-0 Bobcats back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Lewis Ball, the kick for Marshalltown.
11:54 second quarter, Marshalltown 24, Ottumwa nothing. Everything has gone wrong for Ottumwa in the first 15 minutes and 6 seconds. Monge kicking it back to Ottumwa. Chantalavan and Rominger deep. Kind of a sidewinder kick that's going to bounce and go into the end zone. Chantalavan grabbed it in the end zone, but once it's in the end zone, it is a touchback, even if you try to bring it out. Ottumwa starts first down and 10 at their own 20. 11:53 until halftime. I mean, the game's not over. But Ottumwa's got to do something in the second quarter. If you could get 2 touchdowns, make it a 10-point game by halftime, then you go into the locker room with some confidence. Even 1 touchdown. This Marshalltown team has given up a bunch, but so far, Ottumwa's been dominated at the point of attack, both offensively and defensively. The Bulldogs can't get out of the backfield on their running plays, and they have not stopped anything significantly for Marshalltown. Hand off to Maneri, right side. He's going to get to the edge this time. There's a positive gain on first down. Maneri spun out of bounds near the first down marker, and he's got it. A 10-yard carry for Cam Maneri. And the Bulldogs move the chains for the first time all night. First down and 10.
First and 10, Ottumwa ball at the 30-yard line.
Ball right at the 30 on the right hash. I mean, these are the same players that offensively really established their will against the last 2 opponents. Option left, Mitchell's got a lot of room to run. Accelerates 40, 45, tries to cut outside, spins off Rominger, gets to midfield, and is spun down in Marshalltown territory. Boy, everybody on the interior for Marshalltown bid on the fake to Maneri, and that left the option wide open for Matt Mitchell. He's got a 21-yard run. And the Bulldogs have it into Marshalltown territory, first and 10 of the Bobcat 49. Well, a couple of big runs. Now you're moving. Rominger wide right. Wing backs either side. Maneri the fullback. Chantalavan motions. Give to Maneri. Tough running, but big yardage up the middle again. He's still going down to the 40-yard line, dragging tacklers with him, a gain of 9. And this is starting to look like the Bulldog offense we've seen the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Number 1, Xavier Anderson, and number 87, Lincoln Barker.
That's what Ottumwa needs to remember. Yes, they're down 24-0, but we're early in the second quarter. Play your game, run the ball. We're not built to throw it all over the yard. Don't get away from what you do best. Second down and 1. Does Ottumwa take a shot here, having said that? Nope, inside counter, Chantalavan, but he's caught in the backfield. Nice play by Johan Gomez, the defensive tackle. Loss of 1, third down and 2.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, Chantalavan is giving it a go, but if you were with us early in the game, you remember that he injured his ankle on a kickoff return. He's come back in the game. That left ankle's heavily wrapped. He'll go into the slot right, Rominger wide right on this 3rd and 2 play. Mitchell under center. Could give him an area, and he's hit in the backfield, and that play never had a chance as Ignacio Macias came shooting through to break it up for a 1-yard loss, and now it's 4th and 3.
Number 18, Davis Ragland, and number 56. 4th and 3, Ottumwa.
4th down and 3 for Ottumwa at the Marshalltown 42. Down 24-0. You don't want to punt this. You're in Marshalltown territory. It was 2nd and 1. Now it's 4th and 3. You've gone backwards each of the last 2 plays. Boy, that interior of the Ottumwa offensive line's got a block here. 4th and 3. Back to pass Mitchell under heavy pressure hit as he throws incomplete. Johan Gomez with the hit, and Ottumwa turns it over on downs.
Pressure by number 84. Turnover on downs. Marshalltown takes over.
Boy, just when the Bulldogs had something going, it stalls, and Marshalltown will take over 1st and 10 at their own 42. Leading 24-0, 9:20 to go until halftime. I don't want to jinx it, but it does look like the stream is running again, so if it's any consolation to Ottumwa fans, that first quarter was, and I'm not dogging the kids at all, but that first quarter was kind of cover your eyes bad. Full house backfield in the pistol for Hayes. He'll pitch it left for Xavion Anderson, and he is chopped down after a short gain. Good tackle by Caden Hubble on the left side as he tried to turn the corner. Gain of 2 to the 44, 2nd down and 8.
Anderson on the carry, brought down number 6, Caden Hubble.
Anderson listed as a number 2 running back as well as a number 2 quarterback. He's thrown a touchdown pass in this game off a trick play, and he's also had a big run off a reverse. 2 wideouts go to the right on 2nd down and 8. Ottumwa's trying to get its coverage taken care of. Still that full house backfield. Hayes looks right, throws a screen out to Corey Smith. Chantalavon confronts him. Smith beats him to the edge and down the sideline and out of bounds. And he'll have a 1st down at the Ottumwa 45-yard line. A gain of 11.
Corey Smith.
A fully healthy Chantalavon makes that tackle, but again, that left ankle is not 100% after that kickoff return in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Marshalltown at the Ottumwa 45, right hash. Trayshawn Brooks wide right. Smith wide left. Got a wing back left. 2 backs in the pistol backfield this time. Hayes with the snap. Gives it on the end around to Kusaro, and there's no around, just the end on this play. Trey Brown finished him off. I think Brandon Flattery was the first one in there to slow him down. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
No gain brings up 2nd and 10.
Ottumwa wasn't fooled that time on the misdirection. Bulldogs, 2 new starters on that defensive line tonight. Ezekiel Payton at the nose guard, 5'11", 250 sophomore, and Trey Brown to defensive end. Brown's made a couple nice plays tonight. Wideouts either side, wingbacks either side. Hayes with the back on his hip as well. Back to pass, looking left, throws it left and overthrows Kusaro, incomplete. Tyler Schaus might have influenced that throw. He came running up, maybe trying to undercut that route and see if he could pick off the pass. Hayes might have seen him because he overthrew that pass badly. If he underthrows that pass or if he throws a straight line pass to Kusaro, Schaus might pick it off and take it all the way the other way. 3rd down and 10. Ottumwa needs this stop here. 7:51 to go until halftime. Dogs down 24. And Ottumwa jumped on the hard count, so 3rd and 10 is going to become 3rd and 5 unless Marshalltown moved, but I don't think so. Yep. 3rd down and 5, and now not only is this an easier conversion now for Marshalltown, but if they don't get it, they're more likely to go for it on 4th down unless you get a sack or a big negative play. 3rd and 5. Smith wide right. Trayshawn Brooks wide left. Wingbacks either side. Anderson, the halfback on the right hip of Jacob Hayes. Quarterback with the snap looking left. Out in the flat, caught for 1st down and more. Trayshawn Brooks down the sideline, makes a man miss, and he's gone for the touchdown. I don't know what Ottumwa was doing right there, to be honest. Brooks ran a simple out route, and nobody went with him. Chantalavon tried to recover, but Brooks beat him down the sideline for a 40-yard touchdown. And it is all Marshalltown tonight. That is Brooks' third receiving touchdown of the year. Monge on for the extra point. It's up. And good, 31-0. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Marshalltown again kicking off, and again it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Marshalltown drive, 5 plays, 58 yards, minute 37 off the clock. Jacob Hayes to Trayshawn Brooks, a 40-yard touchdown pass, just a simple out route that Ottumwa either did not or could not cover, and then he broke it off down the sideline. 31-0 Bobcats. Up here in the booth for a high school broadcast, we don't have a sideline reporter. We don't have information coming up from the sideline. I'm just speculating here, and I'll get to that in a moment. First down snap, Mitchell hands off Maneri, breaks a tackle up the middle, 4 yards, and he's still going. Outside to the 30, stiff arms a man, dragged down at the 33-yard line. Cam Maneri still running hard. He picks up 14 yards and a Bulldog first down.
Gain of 14, good enough for a Bulldog first down.
My speculation, though, on that touchdown play, Kobe Chantalavan was a corner on that side. He's not moving nearly as well as he normally does. That ankle injured on a kickoff return. He's trying to give it a go, but he's just not the same player right now. Mitchell, they give Maneri, hole up the middle, tough yardage, steps out of a tackle and falls down at the 44, gain of 5. Second down and 5, and a late flag comes in. And Marshalltown clapping here.
Cam Maneri on the carry, brought down by number 18, Davis Ragland.
I didn't
flag on the play.
see what happened there. There didn't appear to be anything happening. As it stands, it would be 2nd and 5, but the discussion's still ongoing. We have unsportsmanlike on Ottumwa with an ejection. Who are they throwing out of the game? They've thrown Cam Maneri out of the game. Are you kidding me? And Ottumwa, they're pleading their case to the official. Ottumwa feels like Cam Maneri was getting some extra business at the end of that play, but Maneri has been ejected. Are you kidding me? Now the official made the calls, going over to talk to Ottumwa head coach Brian Goodvin. Conversation was a short one. So with 7:12 to go in the second quarter, Ottumwa's lost its starting fullback and its starting middle linebacker. And they're down 31-0. And it's second down and forever. Option right, Mitchell, late pitch to Chantalavan, makes one man miss, and then is pulled out of bounds. The down marker said 3. It was second down. It should now be third down. The down marker just changed for, it's third down. You had the first down run, dead ball foul. That play should have been second down. This play should be third down. The punt unit's coming on. It should only be third down. You don't lose the dead ball foul. Yeah, it would have been second down and forever after the penalty. And now a flag. And they're going to call a false start on Ottumwa. This should be third down. Okay, the officiating crew on back-to-back plays has ejected Camineri for what we cannot figure out why, and then just skipped a down. And I'm bothered that nobody else on the sidelines figured this out. High punt by Chantalavan. It's going to bounce and take a bit of an Ottumwa roll into Marshalltown territory. It'll be downed at the 43.
Chantalavan's punt down at the 43-yard line. Marshalltown takes over 1st and 10.
.6:31 to go until halftime. Marshalltown has it at their own 43 after the punt, which came on third down. And no, I'm not going to let that one go. Yeah. It was Maneri ran 5 yards on first down. It was a dead ball personal foul, so you move back 15 yards, the down counts. The next play should have been second down. Somehow the down marker said third down, and nobody figured out otherwise. First down handoff goes nowhere for Marshalltown. They gave it to Xavion Anderson, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage, second down and 10. Braylon Griffiths on the stop, and Griffiths is going to have to play a much bigger role defensively now with Maneri out. Again, Cam Maneri ejected after a 5-yard run. Something happened in the bottom of the pile. Maneri didn't like it. Maybe he said something, but Ottumwa feels like Marshalltown got away with something there. Second down and 10, 2 wide left, 1 to the right, pistol formation. Now they'll motion the slot man, fake the end around, throw it out left, caught, and it's a hook and ladder, and another trick play is going to go for a touchdown. Brooks caught the pass, pitched it, and Xavion Anderson ran it in for another Marshalltown touchdown. Marshalltown has basically scrapped its offense and is running every trick play you've ever seen, and it's working. They run a hook and ladder for 57 yards. Monge on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. It is 38-0 Marshalltown. Still 5:39 to go until halftime. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Kobe Chantalavan runs the opening kickoff up the left side out to about the 25 of Ottumwa. That's where the Bulldogs will begin the next series. First down and 10 5:16 to go to a halftime that quite honestly cannot get here fast enough. It's Marshalltown 38 and Ottumwa nothing.
Our winning ticket is 728 7338.
Matt Mitchell under center, first down and 10, wideouts either side. Back to pass. Looking deep for Chantalavon. It's underthrown and it is intercepted. Picked off on the play by Juan Perez. And he falls down with the ball at the Ottumwa 42.
50-50 raffle winner ticket. Number
4:36 to go until halftime. Correct. Well, with the score being 38-0, they've already started the running clock. So we'll see when Marshalltown snaps this. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Jacob Hayes in the pistol. Kusaro in motion. It's a handoff to Riang, and he's tackled for just a 1-yard gain. Stop on the play made by Ezekiel Payton, 2nd down and 9.
56, Dylan Forney. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9, Marshalltown.
Marshalltown goes wide out to either side. 3 backs in the backfield surrounding Hayes in the pistol. There's a snap. Quick handoff. Anderson's going to throw, but he will not get a chance as Mason Damerval came through. That was going to be another halfback pass, and Damerval got through before Anderson could even get outside. And they will mark it all the way back at the 46-yard line. A loss of 5 brings up 3rd down and 14.
Loss of 5 brings up 3rd and 15.
Bulldogs have had a few good defensive plays in this game. They just haven't strung enough of them together. By the way, we're no longer seeing Chantalavon in at cornerback. Caden Hubble and Efren Huerta are playing corner now. And they try reverse ball, fumbled, and on it is Trey Brown, and Marshalltown tried to run another reverse. Boy, they're just trying trick play after trick play now. That's all they're doing. This time they fumble it, and Trey Brown falls on it. So the Bulldogs force a turnover right back, and they'll get it at the Marshalltown 47-yard line. 2:20 to go until halftime. You get a running clock here. Ottumwa down 38-0. Boy, go down and score a touchdown. Feel a little bit better about yourself, but you got to hurry here with the running clock. Mitchell back to pass. Rolling, trying to scramble, and he'll be sacked back at the 49-yard line. Tripped up by Ignacio Macias.
Stop at number 56. Loss of 1.
They'll mark it at the 48, loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Minute 43 and counting until halftime. Rominger wide left, Egbert wide right. Wingbacks Chantalavon and Flattery. Flattery motions. Quick give to Ockenfeld's the new fullback, and he's got a hole. Breaks outside, trying to get to the edge. He is taken down a yard shy of the first down by Xavion Anderson. But a run of 10 by Justin Ockenfeld. Having to fill in after Cam Maneri was ejected. 3rd down and 1 from the Marshalltown 38. Bulldogs going no huddle here. Down to a minute 8 to go until halftime. Ottumwa has all 3 of its timeouts. Chantalavon motions, option left. Mitchell tried to keep it, and that wasn't the right idea. He loses yardage. Ottumwa calls timeout. 57.7 seconds go in the half. It'll be 4th down. Timeout brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
A-Plus Services Plumbing and HVAC takes care of your home. A-Plus Services offers multiple services under one roof. They offer residential and commercial installation of plumbing, heating, and air conditioning units in Ottumwa, Fairfield, and the surrounding areas. From new construction to replacement of your existing unit, A-Plus Services can help. Ask them about available financing options. Contact A-Plus Services for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning installation services. Se habla español, your authorized local York dealer.
After the timeout, Ottumwa's going to go for it. They face 4th and 2 from the Marshalltown 44-yard line. Mitchell under center, back to pass. Going deep, looking for Rominger. He's got him. Caught at the 10, 5, touchdown. Tackled, but into the end zone. Ottumwa goes for the downs on 4th and 2, and it pays off. I said 44. They're on the 39-yard line. A 39-yard touchdown catch for Javen Rominger. And Ottumwa finally salvages something out of this awful first half. Bulldogs line up in that go for 2 formation. Now they'll bring it back in for the PAT. Joel Hallgren on to kick it. Good snap, good hold, kick up, kick good. 38-7. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Joe Hallgren to kick it away for Ottumwa. High end over end. It'll be taken at the 8-yard line. Trayshawn Brooks trying to get left. He might have a seam, and he breaks through it. He's up the left side, and he's going to go. Boy, even when Ottumwa does something right tonight, the next thing that happens is wrong, and it is about a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Trayshawn Brooks. And it is 44-7 pending the extra point. Well, Ottumwa had shut the running clock off with that touchdown. They got the margin under 35 points, but now it's right back up over 35. Lewis Monge on to try another extra point. The snap is high. They get it down. The kick is up, and it is no good. So it's 44-7. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Why do people love bench warmers? It starts with the best wings. Never frozen with 22 different wing sauces. Or you can enjoy our loaded menu that includes tasty sandwiches, daily homemade soups, daily specials, appetizers, pizza complete with wonderful service. Benchwarmers' delicious food, the best wings, and fun atmosphere makes it a wonderful place to enjoy with family, coworkers, and friends. Benchwarmers, the area's go-to eating destination in Ottumwa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
The Marshalltown kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Ottumwa's got 39 seconds left in the half, now trailing 44-7. And they'll start this drive on their own 20-yard line. 2 timeouts in their pocket, a running clock in effect. from the Marshalltown perspective, again, they've just broken out every trick play, and they've used them all, so they started repeating them. The second time through, Ottumwa was sniffing them out, but then they get a kickoff return for a score. Ottumwa's got a lineman late on the field here. They've got 5 seconds to get this play off. Mitchell under center. They get the play off, and it's a give to Justin Ockenfels, and he'll get a couple up the middle, maybe 3 to the 23.
Justin Ockenfels on the carry, brought down number 18.
See if Ottumwa even tries to run another play here before halftime.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they're in position to line up if they want to. They don't have to. And they will try to get one more play off. See if they throw it deep here, might as well. Mitchell back to pass, looking. Under pressure again, trying to get away, but he's hit, he fumbles it. Marshalltown recovers it. Thankfully, time has run out.
Fumble on the play is recovered by Marshalltown. That is the end of the second quarter.
And we're at halftime with Ottumwa trailing 44-7. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Five Hogs Barbecue, our journey began with a group of folks who simply love to barbecue, a path that persists with the belief that our ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and chicken should be just as delightful to order as they are to savor. And as far as we're concerned, it's a journey with no end in sight, except the vision of a barbecue spot that's always striving to do better. Join Five Hogs Barbecue Thursday through Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. in the old Smoke and Bones building on 73rd Street in Agency. Like us on Facebook and message us to cater your next event. Come get you some goodness.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop, located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Most of us realize what this sound means. It means your vehicle needs repairs. This is David Rowland, owner of Resurrections Paint and Body, and we can repair and put your vehicle back together looking good as new. We are located in the Old Covenant Paint and Body building on Richmond Avenue. We do collision, dent repair, vehicle restoration, in addition to liquid spray wraps and more. Stop by our shop at 504 Richmond Avenue in Ottumwa for a free estimate. Choose Resurrections Paint and Body for all your auto body and painting needs.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Candidate Rasha Pope. Rasha
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Folks, if you're just tuning in, I wish I had better news to report. I thought I was going to have better news to report. This football game has gone completely south in a way nobody expected. It's Marshalltown 44 and Ottumwa 7. And duty compels me to report that Marshalltown came in at 0-4 and had not had a close game all season. Ottumwa was 2-2 with a ton of momentum. And this game turned on a trick play from the first play scrimmage and went downhill from there. Marshalltown threw a halfback pass for a 77-yard touchdown on their first play from scrimmage to take a 7-0 lead. The ensuing Ottumwa drive went 3 and out. The first punt was called back for a penalty. The second punt was blocked and returned for a touchdown. That made it 14-0. Bobcats with still 9:25 to go in the opening quarter. The teams would trade punts until Marshalltown would get the ball back with under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And on a third down and long play, they would run a reverse for 67 yards. You're going to see a theme here of Marshalltown running trick plays. They ran a reverse for 67 yards, ended up settling for a field goal to take a 17-0 lead, and that's where we stood at the end of the first quarter. On the very first play of the second quarter, Marshalltown ran a simple halfback dive up the middle. The Ottumwa defense parted like the Red Sea, and Tate Riang went 31 yards for a touchdown. That made it 24-0 Marshalltown. The Bulldogs finally got something going with a couple of good runs, but ended up turning it over on downs. Then Marshalltown would drive it back into Ottumwa territory, and on 3rd and 5, a simple out route to Trayshawn Brooks turned into a 40-yard catch and run touchdown. That made it 31-0 Marshalltown. On the next series, Ottumwa fullback Cam Maneri, who'd been the only bright spot on offense, had a big gain for a first down. Then, follow me if you can on this one, he had a 5-yard rush on first down. After the play, a flag was thrown as everybody got up. The officials converged and decided not only was it a personal foul on Ottumwa, Cam Maneri was ejected. Nobody understood that on the Ottumwa sideline, I don't believe. It should have then been 2nd down and 20 because you enforced the penalty after the dead ball foul. The run had been on first down. The down marker suddenly said 3rd down. Nobody caught it. So Ottumwa ran an option play on what should have been 2nd down. He was tackled out of bounds. It should have been 3rd and about 18. Instead, the down marker said 4th down. Nobody argued, and Ottumwa punted on what should have been 3rd down. So not only the officials eject one of Ottumwa's best players both sides of the ball, they lost track of a down somewhere. Marshalltown would turn that punt into another trick play touchdown. They ran a hook and ladder. Jacob Hayes threw an out pattern to Brooks. Brooks then pitched it to Anderson, who ran it the rest of the way for the touchdown. And that made it 38-0, and for the moment started a running clock. Ottumwa would throw an interception on the very next play from scrimmage. Marshalltown would fumble it back trying to run another reverse, and the Bulldogs would finally take advantage on a 4th down and 3 play. Matt Mitchell threw a 39-yard touchdown pass to Javen Rominger to get Ottumwa on the board, make it 38-7. But because we can't have nice things tonight, Marshalltown returned the ensuing kickoff. Brooks went 90 yards for a touchdown. Extra point no good, but at the half it's Marshalltown 44 and Ottumwa 7. So after a game last week against Oskaloosa where Ottumwa blew a lead that improbably came back and won, the Bulldogs will have to pull an even more improbable comeback this week to even have a chance of getting back into a game where they felt like they should be the dominant team. Instead, they've been dominated and really haven't had an answer for Marshalltown. 44-7 is a halftime score. It is homecoming, so we have an extended halftime break. We still have about 15 minutes until the start of the second half. So Kyle, back at the studio, we're going to make this a 12-minute break. And we'll get you on the radio side, Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll just kind of leave the camera on, let you watch the Ottumwa Marching Band's halftime performance when it gets underway. And we'll be back on the air in 12 minutes to get you ready for the start of the second half. Bulldog football will continue on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
What can be better than getting two things under one roof? Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and the Candy Caboose, located at 226 West Main Street in Ottumwa. Try something from our fresh, made-in-house menu of soups, sides, sandwiches, and more. Short on time? Call in an order to go. Walk right down the hall and get your sweet tooth fix at the Candy Caboose. Delicious old-school candy. Your purchase helps our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and Candy Caboose.
A-Plus Services Plumbing and HVAC takes care of your home. A-Plus Services offers multiple services under one roof. They offer residential and commercial installation of plumbing, heating, and air conditioning units in Ottumwa, Fairfield, and the surrounding areas. From new construction to replacement of your existing unit, A-Plus Services can help. Ask them about available financing options. Contact A-Plus Services for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning installation services. Se habla español, your authorized local York dealer.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
Hey, do you have free checking that pays you? Kasasa is free checking that pays you with real cash rewards. It's more money in your account every month you qualify. And more freedom to access ATMs anywhere. It's powerful checking for more powerful moments. Take back banking with Iowa State Bank.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium. Tom Kapatich Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios just after 9 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa. Getting ready for the start of the second half, and Ottumwa has a lot of work to do. They trail Marshalltown 44-7. Again, shocking that we are in this position. Marshalltown came in at 0-4, had not been competitive all season. Ottumwa 2-2, trending in the right direction. But Ottumwa has just not played well tonight, both sides of the ball. Lines haven't played well. Marshalltown caught Ottumwa off guard from the very first play, just kept pulling trick plays out of the bag, and Ottumwa just kept being caught flat-footed. Bulldogs have seen one of their best players, their best defensive player, certainly Cam Maneri, ejected after an offensive play. And talking to a couple of the Ottumwa coaches, they look back at the film. They can't see anything Maneri did wrong, but he was ejected. And that was after Ottumwa was already down 31-0. So it just gives you an idea of just how awful that first half was for Ottumwa. There's really no other way to put it. Now, if you're Ottumwa here, all you can do is put together the best second half that you can, whether you come back or not. You know, it's homecoming. You've got alumni back here. You've got several different classes celebrating a return. You know, play for those guys. Play for your teammates. Put together the best showing you can in the second half in those Ottumwa red jerseys and try to build on it, because you've got tough road trips the next 2 weeks to Ames and to Waukee Northwest. But play the best football you can over the next 2 quarters and then try to flush that first half and get on with life. So we've got we're supposed to have about 40 seconds till the second half kickoff. I'm not sure we're quite ready for that, but we'll take a 30-second timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
A lot of things in this world just don't make sense. Like why we drive on a parkway, but park in a driveway? It's just not logical. And when it comes to something as important as your vehicle, you need things to make sense. You can rely on Jonathan and the crew at Vice Transmission on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa. They're the logical choice for transmissions, but they also do brakes, tune-ups, mechanical repair, and more. The next time you need maintenance, transmission, or auto repairs done, contact Vice Transmission. They are more than a transmission shop.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Getting ready for the start of the second half, we think. Both teams have headed to their sidelines, but the officials are chatting with the two head coaches, Brian Goodvin for Ottumwa, Adam Goodvin for Marshalltown. And I don't want to get into facts that I'm not aware of yet. I will say this. There was some chatter on the walkie-talkies that school officials have around here of some kind of disturbance perhaps near the stadium during halftime. I don't know if that's why the officials are near midfield talking with the head coaches right now. But the teams have not been called out to start the second half. Now the head referee is coming over to the sideline. With the football, and well, it looks like he may be getting out an air pump to put some air into the football. Perhaps. Can't think of what else he'd be doing with the football. Yeah, that's an air pump. Well, they decided that the football isn't properly inflated, so they'll take care of that. I can't imagine that's the only thing that was being dealt with here, because it wasn't the head referee talking with the two coaches and also athletic director Brandon Brooks. Two of the other officials are still talking with Brandon and Brian and Adam over there, standing about the 45-yard line. And now they're all walking kind of towards the visitors' sideline, and there's somebody else they're coming out to talk to. That might be Shelley Bramschreiber, who I believe is the Ottumwa High principal. Again, I don't have any details, and I don't want to get into speculation, but there was, for lack of a better way to put it, chatter on the walkie-talkies among, and there's several school officials all around the stadium communicating with walkie-talkies, watching the crowd, watching the students, everything. There was a report of something perhaps near the stadium. I don't think there was anything inside the stadium, but something that might have been going on near the stadium. And now this conference has expanded to include all but two of the officials now. The head referee has joined, both head coaches, Ottumwa's athletic director, Ottumwa High principal, and a couple of Marshalltown folks over there as well, besides their head coach, Adam Goodman. And football-wise, Marshalltown leading 44-7 as we get ready to start the second half. Running clock would be in effect unless Ottumwa got the deficit back under 35. Right now it's at 37. And this is one of those situations where I'm just not sure what's going on. And we could take a break here. I don't know how long of a break to take. This conference could break up any moment they decide to play football, or it could go on for a while. Well, usually the best way to end a conference is for me to take a break. So Annie and Kyle, let's take a 30-second timeout, and we'll return with hopefully the start of the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. And as you can see, top right corner of your screen there, the game officials and Ottumwa school officials, Marshalltown officials, still kind of huddled over there. I've seen a couple different school personnel on their phones right now. And again, we don't know what the situation is and what they're trying to ascertain, but something clearly is serious enough that after both teams had completed their warm-up period, they are delaying the start of our second half. In case you just joined us, it's our first half for Ottumwa, trailing Marshalltown 44-7, running clock in effect when the second half begins. It will be a Ottumwa ball. They kicked off to start the game, so they'll receive the second half kickoff. And again, I don't have all the details, but there was apparently some kind of incident that happened outside the stadium at some point during halftime. And right now, whatever that was, and we don't have any real details on it yet, it's delaying the start of our second half. Tell you what, let's take a 1-minute timeout. I'm going to try to at least gather a little more information if I can. 1-minute timeout, and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Five Hogs Barbecue, our journey began with a group of folks who simply love to barbecue, a path that persists with the belief that our ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and chicken should be just as delightful to order as they are to savor. And as far as we're concerned, it's a journey with no end in sight, except the vision of a barbecue spot that's always striving to do better. Join Five Hogs Barbecue Thursday through Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. in the old Smoke and Bones building on 73rd Street in Agency. Like us on Facebook and message us to cater your next event. Come get you some goodness.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Again, we are delayed before the start of the second half between Ottumwa and Marshalltown here. And again, I don't have specifics, and I don't want to say anything until I have specific information from a reliable source. I'm putting on my news reporter hat here, folks. But there was some kind of incident outside Schaefer Stadium during halftime, and I don't have the details on that incident or whether it's still ongoing or exactly what the situation is now. But whatever it is enough to cause school officials and game officials to not start this second half yet. And right now we are waiting on further information from Ottumwa school officials. Athletic Director Brandon Brooks has been deeply involved in these conversations. Ottumwa and Marshalltown's head coaches, father and son, of course, Brian Goodvin, Adam Goodvin. And that, it didn't look like we were going to be delayed. They ran the warm-up time, and then before they could start the second half, they decided to stop play. And now the teams are being sent back to the locker rooms. So whatever it is serious enough at this point to send the teams off the field. Marshalltown's going back to the visitor locker room on the far side away from us. Ottumwa's going to our left to those locker rooms down by the scoreboard. And this is reminiscent of week 1 at Keokuk, except that time the delay was obvious. It was a lightning delay, a storm delay. This one is a little more vague at this point. So, since the second half is not now imminent, for the moment, Annie and Kyle, we'll take a 3-minute timeout and try to ascertain just exactly what the plan is here. And we'll come back after 3 minutes or before if we get an announcement before. But we'll come back after 3 minutes, and if we don't have any clear answers in the next 5 or 6 minutes, we may have to go back to regular programming and wait on a decision, at least on the radio side. But right now, another 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back and hopefully have some more information for you here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
A lot of things in this world just don't make sense. Like why we drive on a parkway, but park in a driveway? It's just not logical. And when it comes to something as important as your vehicle, you need things to make sense. You can rely on Jonathan and the crew at Vice Transmission on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa. They're the logical choice for transmissions, but they also do brakes, tune-ups, mechanical repair, and more. The next time you need maintenance, transmission, or auto repairs done, contact Vice Transmission. They are more than a transmission shop.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Center Mall, Oskaloosa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
At Line-X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line-X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line-X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line-X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line-X of Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. We are in a delay before presumably the start of the second half between Ottumwa and Marshalltown. Ottumwa trailing Marshalltown 44-7. But we are being delayed because of an incident that has taken place during halftime outside the stadium. And we don't have an official comment from anybody with Ottumwa High School yet. But it's already been tweeted by others that the incident outside the stadium involved some kind of violence. And I don't want to get in any further detail until I get an official comment from somebody. But right now on the radio side, I don't know when this delay is going to end or if it's going to end. I suppose there's a possibility that this game could be abandoned at halftime. Be that as it may, we're going to, on the radio side, send it back to regular programming. We're going to leave the live stream on. If you're watching the live stream, you won't hear anything. Annie, kind of keep that camera on that conference they're having on the field as long as it's going on. Of course, now they might be breaking up, but we'll see. But we're going to go back to regular programming for now and on the radio side and await word as to when or if this game will continue. And when we have news, we'll be right back on to let you know. So keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Schaefer Stadium and on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We're back from regular programming because right after we went into regular programming, we received word. The announcement from Ottumwa Schools is that due to a safety concern, tonight's game has been called. So it will end as a 44-7 Marshalltown victory in a game that ends at halftime. Second time we've had a game called early this year. First one by weather, this one by a safety concern. So we're going to wrap it up and get things out of here because they are having everybody clear the stadium. And so, tough night for Ottumwa on homecoming all the way around and a very unexpected ending. Stay tuned to Ottumwa Radio News for updates on this situation as more details become available. Our news staff is already getting on it, and we will have more details on the incident that has ended this football game as soon as details become available. So I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time. I want to thank Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin and Marshalltown head coach Adam Goodvin for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. Big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Kyle Smith, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. And I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning into Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. We'll talk to you next Friday night when the Bulldogs play at Ames. Until then, good night, everybody.